Hi, I'm Chad. Thanks for coming to Arctic Horde Wargaming. Today we have a match between Ryan and Willie. Ryan's bringing the Orruk Warclans, and Willie's going to be running the Beastclaw Raiders, the new Ogor Mawtribes. They're going to be playing 3 objectives down the middle, and you control them at the end of the round. Just straight 3 objectives, 1 point each. So stay tuned for that. But before we get into this, if you take a look at the links down below, we have a lot of links down there, including some links to help support the channel. Anything you can do there would be greatly appreciated. Also, to support the channel, if you want to be part of the Horde, hit that subscribe button, and then also hit the bell so you're notified of our upcoming content. We have new stuff uploading to the channel all the time. And if you were in the Twin Cities metro area and you'd like to come in and get a game in with us, be featured in a battle report, shoot me a message. We'd love to have you in and schedule that. And now, stay tuned for the show, folks. Here we go.
Alright, so we're going to roll for turn. 3, and what is that, a 1?
It's a 6.
That's a 6?
It's a bad
Oh,
one.
no. Alright, well, so you're going to go first, and we'll go from there.
Hi, I'm Willie. I've played Beastclaw Raiders for a very long time, so getting to play them with the new book is pretty exciting. This is kind of a staple list that I like running a whole bunch of. So going from left to right, we've got our first Mournfang unit with Gargant Hackers. We've got the Frostlord on Stonehorn. He's going to be my general. He's running with the Touched by Everwinter, so he counts as a priest. And he has the Keening Gale, and I gave him the Fire Rider cloak from the Realm of Akshi. It's a fire and winter, kind of fun. Then we've got the Butcher, who's using his trusty Tenderizer and using Greasy Deluge as his spell. Next up, we've got the the Thunder Tusk Beast Riders, who unfortunately don't have the Blood Crow option as a ranged weapon, so they've got the regular chain trap that they'll be using. Next up is our Fire Belly. He's got the Billowing Ash ability, or spell. Our second unit of Mournfang using the Gargant Hackers. The Huskguard on Thunder Tusk has the Call of the Blizzard, which will hopefully work real nice with my unit of Yetis here. And then we've got a unit of 4 Frost Sabers working with the big man himself, the Icebrow Hunter, in reserve.
And then the Maw Pot.
Oh, I didn't even think to put the Maw Pot down.
Is that the Maw Pot?
That's it there, I guess.
Do you want it there?
I'm not sure.
So, reading the rules, we have figured that we needed to reorganize some guys because of the placement order of where that goes. So, it's 12 inches from the enemy deployment zone, which just so happens to be this fun dandy little line here. So, 12 inches back there and away from, or outside of an objective position
6
there.
inches from an objective and 12 inches from your territory, not deployment zone.
Yep, so, boom, move these guys around a little bit just to allocate for that. And we're good to go. Let's get it on. Today we are playing Orruk Warclans. We are doing Iron Jaws. We are doing Iron Suns. So getting that extra command point right away. And we are running a Gorefist battalion. And altogether it's the same list I had run last time. We still haven't gotten another War Chanter yet. But I'm still actually okay with this. So we have a Mega Boss on Maw Crusher who's going to be my general. He has the Right Fist of Nakbad and the Sunblazed Armor. He has the Mount Trait Meenan, and he has a Boskor Haka and Choppa. In addition, we have the Gorefist Battalion. They are not all WYSIWYG. We are playing them with the fun little weapon that allows them to get that extra attack and or the extra bonus for when they charge. Specifically, that is a Jagged Gore Haka. So we're playing with all Gore Grunters are going to have Jagged Gore Hakas regardless of that. Actually, the last thing I did do is I did buy a command point for 50 points, so that puts me from 1940 to 1990. So we're even on points for this game.
starting at the beginning of the movement phase, he came out of hiding to jump right on top of the objective. Then basically everybody decided to run up with them, except for our 2 Thunder Tusks. They only moved up and then fired some shots at those war chanters. We got a fair amount of success on that. Got that one down to 2 wounds left. The other one was also down to 2 wounds, but the Huskguard has a Blood Vulture and got him for 1 more. Firebelly did cast his Fire Cloak, and we also got a Mystic Shield on the Stonehorn. And we have these guys over here just run up and try to maybe threaten somebody that gets too close.
So we actually put in some work, some real big work. Even though during our hero phase we tried to big green hand of Gork, pick up Gordrak and shove him behind enemy lines, which I found out is actually a good thing that I didn't do that later on. But we still, even though we failed that, we still did some work. So we can start down here at Gordrak, actually, on this side of the field. So we moved up our Shaman to get closer. Gordrak came in, took out these Yetis with his combat, so now he has a +1 to Strength from Victory. We are representing that with the Chaos dice. So he now has 17 wounds. Moving forward, we took the units of Gorgrunchers that were here, here, and here. We sent these Gorgrunchers up to get in here. We took the other unit that was here and sent them up. They unfortunately died to this big monster guy that of a general. And the other unit of 3 came up and circled around and left this guy at 1 wound, which seems to be a trend for me. The other thing we did is we took our general and we knocked into the Butcher, took out the Butcher, as well as knocked these guys down to 1 wound. We were able to bounce off a couple times throughout this game. We knocked off with the Yetis, we knocked off with, the specific term I'm looking for is
Destructive bulk.
We used smashing and bashing twice consecutively. We were able to do that with the Yetis, with Gordrak. Once we did that, we took our general and we swung him in to the Butcher, as well as this group. We knocked down this group with using the Mighty Fist and Tail, and we killed the Butcher with our 8 attacks. Thankfully, he almost saved the last one, but didn't. So since we killed them, we took our unit of Gorgrunchers, which we gave them the ability from our Mega Boss, which cost me 1 command point, so I'm down to 3 left instead of 4. We did Go On Lads and Get Stuck In, which made this very, very helpful in getting this off to there. My hope for next turn is that I will get a double turn, be able to get Gordrak in, set him right in the middle, pick a couple units that are within 24 inches and do Voice of Gork, and start wiping the field. So that's the plan. Fingers crossed. We both just gained... wait, so do we control points at the end of our turn?
The round.
At the end of the round?
Mm-hmm.
So since it's the end of the first round, I control this unit, because this is not a hero. And over on this side, he is within 3, so he controls that as well, so we are 1-1.
Rolling for turn.
Alright.
Ooh.
4, 3, jeez.
I'm gonna guess you're gonna take it.
Yeah.
He needs to.
Yes, I absolutely have to.
So we're gonna go into Ogor Mawtribes, turn 2.
So, looking at the beginning of 2A, we had the Icebrow Hunter run around the side. His cats came up trying to get a charge, but they failed. He did pick off the 1 War Chanter that was hanging out over here with his long spear, or the javelin throw. These guys came in, charged the big Mega Boss on the Maw Crusher, but he did all the work doing the mount trait of the Metal Muncher, dealing mortal wounds, and then dealing a lot more mortal wounds on that charge with the Mawtribe ability. He did a little bit of shooting, managed to get out there. Really, the big thing that has kept me alive this turn was using the Maw Pot at the beginning of the turn to heal everybody, then using his ability to heal another 3, which put the Beast Riders on Thunder Tusk back into a functional state so that they wouldn't just get killed straight out. We had this guy retreat in order to make room for his charge on the Mega Boss. And then he took out one of the Gorgruntas and then didn't really have too much come back his way. And that was a solid turn 2A.
I believe you're full again, right? Instead of empty?
No, because he is still alive. Nobody else died within 6 inches of this. I think your Mega Boss is more than 6 inches away when he died.
Gotcha.
So the Maw Pot is empty.
Maw Pot is empty still.
Okay, going into turn 2 for the orcs.
Little rules update. We didn't know that we controlled points at the end of our turn. So turn 1, right? Turn 1, review. You had
That one. At the end of my turn.
At the end of his first turn. So he has 1 point. Turn 1. End of my first turn, I had control of this one. Right?
Yep. So it was 1-1 at the end.
It's 1-1 at the end of turn 1. Turn 2, you got first turn.
Yep.
Right?
And I got the Myrtle Eyes to control that at the end of my turn.
Yep.
And then I still controlled him because the Butcher.
Yep.
Yeah. Got there. So
So
2.
then you got 2 there, so you were at 3.
Mhm.
And then at the end of my turn, which is where we're at, I only have a +1 with this little wizard in the back. So I did what I could. I tried to teleport him again. I was going to try and take out these guys way over here and try and give him some time to have to run at me. That didn't work. So I had the wizard hold an objective, and Gordrak jumped in. Gordrak's down to 7 wounds at this point. His general's down to 4. This guy's back down to 1 again, and this guy here is back down to 2. They have a full pot, so he's going to heal him up. If I do not get this turn, which we're about to roll for, I will concede because I will die with only 2 models. We're rolling for turn here. This is a big bunny moment.
Blizzard Blast.
1. Done.
4.
Done. Alright, well, good game.
Good game.
That went really well for you.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah. So, I didn't remember my rules again because I haven't played this game in a while. Regardless of when this video comes up. One of these rules that I forgot was to use the War Chanter's abilities. Whether it be fix them or go get them. As well as their Violent Fury. When it came into turn 2 where I had my general in the middle, or where was that, turn 1? No, it was turn 1. If I would have used the War Chanter to give him +1 to damage inflicted by attacks, as well as remembered my Minin ability that's on my general, who is a Mega Boss on Monocrusha, I would have killed a couple of guys and it would have been a little bit different. Not by much, but it could have been a little bit different where maybe they would have lived a little bit. The unfortunate part of picking Iron Suns is I wasn't able to put Daubing of Mork on my general. They have the requirement to pick the specific artifact that's related to it. I did give my Daubing of Mork to my War Chanter, or not my War Chanter, what is it, Shaman? Yeah, we're not Shaman. I did give him the Daubing of Mork, but didn't really need it. In that case, I was really hoping for if you were going to attack him with your big spear, it, like, does a lot. Or what is it? No, what is the ability called? That
The ice... The dirty snowballs. What are they?
Dirty snowballs.
Blasts of frost-wreathed ice.
It is definitely some yellow snow coming at you when that happens. But, yeah, it could have gone a lot better. But, I mean, my first turn, I did a lot of work. No doubts, did a lot of work. The only thing I really would have changed during this game is I would have gone Gordrak and Mega Boss Monocrusher up the middle. Then, I may have had a better chance if my Shaman would have worked either time. My intention was to take the Gordrak and drop him behind your guys with the tiger guys, or the hunter.
Yep, the Frost Saber and the Icebrow.
And just charge you and just destroy that whole unit. And then control that, and then you have 2 mega bosses coming at you here. Now what are you gonna do? So, but that's what I would have done differently. You were saying you were gonna change. You would change this up a little bit.
Well, my favorite way to play Beastclaw Raiders in the previous edition was running the Yorlbad or the Eurobad. So the J or the E battalions. One of them let you reroll 1s on charges. So reroll 1s to hit, and I think you had the base ability to reroll 1s on damage when you charged, which was insane for the Beastclaw. The Eurobad, whichever one the other one is, you could run and charge, which was insane with the Stonehorns, because Stonehorns would run and charge, and oh, you made me go first. Oh, woe is me, because you wanted me to get into charge range. Well, I'm just going to run and then charge. And usually the best use there is getting like 2 full units of Mournfang and spending the command points to get that full 6 inches of running. So that way they run and then they charge for however much extra. These guys did a lot of work. I like the changes they made because it's not a straight up 2+. I dealt 6 damage to you because you didn't get any peppered in shots on me. Oh, everybody's gonna die now. I did almost kill the weird boy or the war chanters outright. Got them down to 2 and 1 health at the beginning of my turn, so it was close. It was close to being able to do that good, but.
One of the things that I'm also remembering is there are updates to what you can use your command points for and different abilities that everybody can use. What ended up happening here is, why didn't Gordrak kill this guy? Well, one, the other guy over here isn't a wizard, and neither is this guy. They're priests. Apparently that doesn't matter for that. So I used the hero one on this guy and the wizard one on this guy, and it didn't kill him right away. But I was fine with this one. This is fine. I was trying to kill the big boss. The unfortunate part is when I rolled my hit roll on the general, I had 6 attacks because I have Strength from Victory, which gives me a +1, as well as I had Voice of Gork going, and I rolled 4 1s. 4 of them, of my 6 dice, were 1s. Now, there is an ability that you can use your command point on to let you reroll 1s. Should I have done that? Absolutely. And
it would be it's a tricky thing. I mean, this would have been obviously the turn for it, but I know some of them are at the beginning of the combat phase. You select a model to do that. I mean, obviously that would be the one to use it for. But then it's like, okay, I got to really plan those kinds of things, and then somebody else rules on one.
And then somebody like you decides to spin away from my one last Gorgrunt over here and not allow him to even hit at you with your 2 wounds left. Come on, man.
Because if you're within a half inch, you can always pile away on somebody that you're in base contact with. Just pile away 3 inches. Then they're not within 3 inches.
Yeah. So that's what I would have done differently. Would have probably reviewed the rules a little bit more and kind of planned out what I wanted to do a little bit better. And I wish I would have got that Weird Knight Shaman to go off of that. But yeah, no, it could have gotten better. Could have gotten better.
If you want to be part of the Horde, hit that subscribe button, and then also hit the bell so you're notified of our upcoming content. We have new stuff uploading the channel all the time. And if not, Krampus.
You can't run away from Krampus!
You're getting put on the list for Krampus. Put him on the list. You're on the list. There you go. Oh, you hit the subscribe button? Alright, take him off the list.
How about a nice lump of coal?
We'll see you in the next show, folks.